today on Wzra TV, we are very glad to have with us actor Lorenzo De Moor, who was just featured in the feature film You, Me, and Tuscany, which we just saw and absolutely loved. Tell us
Hey,
about being Matteo in the movie and all that good experience.
it was. I mean, the whole experience in itself was amazing. It was. We truly bonded. We created a family throughout the whole shoot. The fact that we were shooting in Italy with that backdrop and that culture, it just helped everyone create this warm uh, sensation and environment between all castmates and crew and everyone. But this character Matteo. I felt like I knew this guy because I grew up in Tuscany and I could see parts of myself in him. I could see my friends in him, and I really related to his need to find more, to explore, to get away, and he didn't really do it in a graceful way, but he stumbled and made mistakes. But I could relate to that fire, to growing up in maybe a smaller environment where everything is beautiful and amazing, but that need to figure out more things and see what the world is all about. So I could really relate to that, and I thought, yeah, I think I know where I can go with this. I
Yes.
think I know these places. I know this energy.
That's amazing. Well, from our experience seeing the movie, like we said, I love everything Italy. No, I really do. Like, I feel like it's one of the most, I haven't been, which I hope to one day, but I feel like
Oh,
it's one
you
of the,
have
I know
to.
I want to go. One of the most beautiful places in the world, like we said, just everything about it. Like, I watch videos on YouTube, the scenery, everything. The food seems
Yeah.
amazing. I eat, like, 100 pastas from Italy, things,
Yes.
and it just seems like a dream. Is it being from Italy like that? Like, is it truly everything that everybody says?
I think one thing that this movie does really well is to depict what Italy is without making a mockery out of it. And what you see in the movie is actually what you get in this country, which is big emotions, colorful and amazing food and
Yes.
great company. So yeah, I think if you watch You, Me, and Tuscany and you feel this urge to take a flight and go to Italy, you won't be disappointed. You
Okay.
will
Okay.
see and experience what you do see in the movie.
Okay, and you told us a little bit how
Yeah.
you resonate with Mateo's character. Like we said, he is more so after watching you in the movie. He is, I don't want to say like a player, but like we said, he
Sure.
was, what should we say? I
Yeah.
mean, kind of. I'm not saying you are, but tell us how you differentiate from Mateo's love life as opposed to your real love life. What are you really like as opposed to Mateo? I wonder what he's like in real life compared to Mateo's love
Yeah.
worship.
I
What is that
think
like for you?
I think it just comes down to I feel like growing up you start to realize that you are a multitudes of things at the same time, and you don't necessarily have to be one thing at all times. And I think he's trying to figure out a way through that. He doesn't know that he can be someone who can be in the world and at the same time be at home, and a family man and an adventurer. You can be so many things at the same time, but you have to learn that that is a possibility. And I think the same goes with love. I think with love, you start to realize that yes, you do want to be with someone, but at the same time, you have to be aware of the fact that you have to grow yourself. So I think for me, what being with someone, what being in love means is that you're walking beside each other. You're not over each other, or
Yes.
you can ask for help, but it's your journey, and you're growing as a human being. And maybe sometimes you nudge to the other person. You're like, hey, oh, I found this out, and it's like, oh, I found that out. But you
Yes.
know, we all have monsters. We all have a past, and we're all trying to figure out a way through this life. And I think the more understanding you have of that, then the more beautiful it is to share it with someone else. And I think
That's
Matteo is
right.
trying to figure that out.
Yes.
He has
I
to
had hope for
understand.
Mateo. I had hope. Like
Yeah,
throughout the whole movie, I'm like, but he's very convincing, obviously, when he first meets Anna in the movie. Like we said, he's just
yeah,
very convincing. And then you're like, okay, like, see,
yeah,
as girls, we fall for guys like that. That's why it's like, no,
exactly.
no, he's a red flag. But I'm like, you were very swooning in the movie. And I'm like, no, don't fall for that.
But I do like that. I do like that in the movie you have maybe this first scene where it's more of a, player kind of thing. And then
Yes.
he comes back and I find him also quite goofy in his whole
Yes. That's
trying
true
to,
too.
stay above water. So yeah.
Well, I have to ask you, did he ever see possibilities with Anna in the movie, or because you ended up going with the other girl in the movie?
I think,
So I'm saying,
yeah.
did he ever like her technically, like we said, because he's like, when you come down to Italy, like it was very flirty. But
Yeah.
did he ever see possibilities with her, or no?
I think at the beginning it's like, it's kind of clear he's on the road, he's flying all over the place, he's one place and another place, and he meets this cute girl, and he thinks she's funny and she's quirky, and I think it's honest, even when they talk, and he feels like he can open himself up and he can say things, but yeah, and then at a certain point when they're in Italy, he thinks, okay, this is actually perfect. Everybody loves me again. I'm the good guy again. So I'm gonna fix this, and I'm gonna make this work. So he's like, maybe we can try,
Yes.
maybe it could work, but obviously it can't, because if you start with such drama, there's no way there's gonna be a happy ending. But they all have a happy ending.
Yes. And was the barrel scene in there? Was that like a tradition in Italy? Is that true or no?
Yeah, that's a real thing.
Oh, wow.
That's
Okay,
a real
I didn't know
thing.
that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Barrel race. In Tuscany, we have all these places and we have so many different traditions that go back to medieval times and stuff. And people live for those events. They work their whole year around those events. So the barrel race is a thing. Then you have the horse race. You have one thing where with a stick, you have to roll a big piece of cheese down a hill. So there's all these kinds of crazy things. But yeah, no, the barrel race is real. But the real deal is with the full box. I don't know how you call it in English. I can't remember the word. But the barrel, full of wine, and it weighs like 150 kilos. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh, and you guys actually put those?
No. They were really heavy, but not 150 kilos. But they were really heavy.
Okay.
Yeah. We did struggle, though. We did struggle.
Wow. And then since the movie is a lot of like food-based, everything like that, and cooking, do you cook yourself? Are you a good cook?
I'm going to be honest. I'm not a great cook. I'm a great cook when I'm just a bit creative and I have people around and I think, okay, I'm just going to try something out. But if it is for myself, I'm the most boring cook in the world.
Really? Now, do you eat the typical Italian food? Like, is that all your dishes? Yeah.
Yes, I'll buy some nice vegetables at the market, maybe make a nice pasta or, simple things, very simple. But that's the beauty of this country too. You can eat very simple things and they can still taste delicious.
I don't think you're understanding how much of a dream it is. Well, at least for me, I don't know if I'm speaking for other people. You don't understand. Like for me, I mean, of course, Italy, but just the food factor. I would love to have my own garden, just the fresh foods, everything like it's so clean is my ultimate dream. Like if I could have anything, I wouldn't even take $1 million. I would take that in like a second.
Sounds great. I think it's time for you to go to Italy. All I'm hearing is I have to go to Italy.
I won't tell you, but my bags are packed over there. I'm just ready
You're on your way.
Yes. So that's why I was very excited even for this movie to come out because I'm like, more of the culture, more of all of that. I'm just obsessed.
Yeah.
I got to check my nationality, my background, because I know I'm Greek, but there's got to be Italian in me. I can't love it so much for no reason.
I mean, we're all mixed up. We're all mixed up here in the Mediterranean parts. We're all a little bit Greek, a little bit Italian.
Exactly.
We have a little bit of everything.
Exactly. Now we're going to have you, because we have a lot of our guests speak a little bit Greek. Do you know any Greek words? If not, I'm going to just teach you one word. Do you know anything we can have you say?
I know Kalimera.
Kalimera. Yes, Kalimera. You got that.
I know. I think that's it.
That's it? Okay.
Kalimera. Yeah.
Kalimera. Okay. Posise is how are you?
Posise. Posise.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then you could say nyakara.
Nyakara.
Yep.
Posise,
that means
nyakara.
I'm fine. Yeah.
Nyakara.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
How's your Italian?
Okay. Salve. Come stai? Come stai?
Great. Bene. Grazie.
Bene.
Perfect.
That's all I know. That's all I know.
That's perfect.
I did interview at one point Il Volo. I don't know if you're familiar with
Il Volo. Of course. Yeah.
Yes. So they were true Italians here as well. And that was very nice to interview them.
Oh, nice.
More and more Italians.
Fun. Nice.
Yes. And then tell us, okay, so another question. So obviously, like we said, so Halle was the Little Mermaid.
Yes.
If you could be, this is such a random question, but I'm curious. You look like you could be a Disney prince. If you could make yourself, you're laughing. You could be. If you could be a Disney prince, which one would you dub yourself? Who would you be?
A Disney prince. I gotta be honest. I'm not that big with the Disney print.
Oh
I,
no.
I'm not. I would be. I would love more to do some kind of grown-up version of Mowgli.
Of what?
Of Mowgli from Jungle
Oh,
Book.
lovely. Okay. Okay, I see that. I see that. That's a good answer. Good answer.
Yeah. Well, why not?
Okay. Have you ever been to Disney World, Disneyland, Disneyland Paris, anywhere? Like, have you been to?
I've only been once when I was a kid. I went to Disneyland Paris with
Mhm.
my mom and my dad, and all I remember is getting a super high fever and
Oh
sitting in the
no.
hotel room for like 3 days. And but I remember the night I got my fever, we were seeing this show, and it was my birthday, and so they announced it on a microphone. It was like, and a happy birthday to Lorenzo, and I felt so special in that moment. I remember very clearly how cool
Oh.
that felt. Yeah.
Wow. Well, you have to go
Totally.
back now to redo
I
it.
gotta go back. I gotta go
So,
back. I gotta do it again. Yes, maybe for my
yes.
next birthday.
You been to Florida or?
Oh, never been to Florida actually. No,
Oh,
I gotta.
really? Oh, that's shocking.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Okay, well,
I'm
you need
gonna
to come
have
down
to.
and go to Disney World or
Yes.
just even beaches. Everything's pretty here.
Oh, great. Okay, then we're gonna make it happen.
Yes, you should. You should.
Nice.
And then tell us about your new films, like we said. So you have a lot of upcoming films coming. We can start off with
Yeah.
like the cliffhanger. Tell us about that
Yeah.
film and what we can expect.
I can't really say anything about it. All I can say is that it's a great adventure. It's gonna be amazing. If you're into that kind of world, you're not gonna be disappointed. It's gonna be full of crazy adventure. Yeah, it's a very exciting one. Yeah,
Very nice. Okay, and then you were telling us about the resurrection of Christ. Can you tell
yeah.
us anything more about that?
That I really cannot say anything other than it's been an incredible journey. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Alrighty. And then what other movies? Let's see. You were also you worked with okay, correct me with his name. Is it
Oh,
Michele Morrone? Is that his
yeah,
name?
yeah.
Did I
Michele,
say it correctly?
we've worked together twice.
Yes. What was
Yeah,
that like?
yeah, great. Michele is yeah. He became a brother of mine. In like also in Maserati, we actually play brothers.
Yes.
So yeah, we created a really special bond, and it's those kinds of friendship that maybe you don't hear from each other for a while, and then you have that one phone call and you talk live. But no, but it's been wonderful to work with him
Mhm.
both times, both in Another Simple Favor and then in Maserati.
Yes.
It was amazing to find each other again in a
Yes.
different yeah.
That
We
is
went from
crazy. Did you
lovers to
guys know of
brothers.
each other before? Like, did you guys know each other at
No,
all before? No,
no,
just when you became
we met on set for Another Simple Favor. Yeah, that's the first time we met each other. Yeah, yeah, and we clicked right away. It was a lot of fun.
Wow, wow. That is crazy. I love that. And then
Yeah.
how did you get that role? Like a lot of these roles, like we said, like Another Simple Favor and then Maserati,
Mhm.
how did you get those roles and then be part of
I
the cast?
auditioned, old-fashioned way.
Mhm.
Auditioned. Yeah, I auditioned for Another Simple Favor. I was lucky enough that Paul Feig thought I could play the part, and then same went for Maserati. I auditioned for it. When then I had a great call with Bobby Moresco, the director. And then on the call, he was like, "Hey, do you want to play this?" And I was like, "Yes, I'd be honored." And yeah, good
That's
old-fashioned
amazing.
way. A
That is
nice audition,
amazing.
and then you go on. Yeah,
Yes. And then your background, like we said, so like a lot of your family, like we said, like were actors. Is that
yeah,
correct?
yeah,
Yeah. Tell us about that, like your whole family then. Like,
yeah. My whole Dutch family, actually, because my father's Dutch, my mom's Italian, and my whole Dutch part of the family, my father, my grandfather, my grandma, my aunt, my uncle, my cousin, we're all actors. And funny enough, I grew up in Italy, so I didn't grow up in it, but it somehow found me as well, by complete chance. And I think it's the funny ways the universe works. If it has to give you something, it will. No matter
yes.
where you are or what you're doing, it's gonna show you.
Wow.
And if you keep your eyes open, then it's gonna bring you great things. And it was a little bit like that. I was in Tuscany, and I met this incredible director who's no longer with us. Her name was Cristina Pezzoli, and she changed my life. And she threw me on stage, and I started touring all around the country with her when I was 15. And yeah, I found the big love of my life, and I never stopped.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. So, like you were just saying about the universe doing this, like, do you believe everything is like pre-written in life? Do you think like this was meant for you? I mean, of
Yeah.
course you work hard. That's like a given. But I'm saying, what's
Yeah.
your take on this?
I don't think everything is written for you. I do think that things you can only allow in what you allow in is what you are able to receive in a specific moment
That's
of
true.
your life. So I think if we put ourselves in the circumstance where we are able to let those beautiful things in, and sometimes they're not, but they're there to teach us something, I think that philosophy of life just makes everything way more interesting.
Yes.
When hardships and beautiful things, if they're there to teach us something, to grow, then everything becomes more meaningful to me. And I don't know, and I've had it so many times in my life that things just happened to me that I cannot believe there isn't something
Yes.
working.
Yes.
There isn't something that creates these funny accidents.
Yeah. For yourself personally, are you like faith based?
I think I have my own. I
Yeah.
think I steal a little bit of everything, but I think I have
Okay.
my own
Very
way.
nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very
Yeah.
nice. And then, like we said, so your life, like we said, because you've accomplished so much, you should definitely be proud, like we said, of everything that you've accomplished.
Oh, that's
Amazing
sweet.
things.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Do you see, like we said, do you take yourself along life with all these journeys and kind of live in the moment? Or do you have more future goals that you're like, you want to like get there? Like, how do you feel about that with all your projects, stuff,
I
your
think it's
life?
nice. I think it's nice. Whatever you're doing, whatever you are, whatever kind of job you decide to fulfill or create is, if you have a trajectory, if you have somewhere you want to go, and it's not an ending point. It's not I want to get there and win that award and that'll be it. No, it's not that. It's more about what is it that I want to figure out for myself? What is it that I need to explore still that I haven't,
Yes.
or that I don't know yet? And so for me, moving forward, it's more about seeing seeing the things that I haven't seen yet, and being able to work with the people that I admire and grow. And
Yes.
it all comes back to playing for me. It's a playful occupation with all its hardships, but you got to keep that playfulness alive.
Yes.
Otherwise, what's
Well,
the
again,
point?
like we said, you work with some of like the top actors, some of the best movies. Like we said, like, do you keep? I know it's kind of similar to the same question, but like, do you keep dreaming every day? Like, does your mind like still have like all these dreams? Like, you're like, oh my god, I didn't do this yet. Like,
Yeah,
there's
of
this ultimate
course.
dream that you would like to live still that you haven't.
Of course, I think it's the most human thing ever, that to always have that. But it's not about not having enough. I think it comes from a place of it's way more joyful and beautiful when it comes from a place of fullness where I'm fulfilled. I'm doing the thing that I love, and I get to have all these adventures and meet all these people, and I just want to keep that. Yeah, it's not about wanting more. It's not about necessarily about materialistic things, but more about how can I expand, you know?
Yes,
And
that's
by
true.
expanding, you mean I mean, yeah, I don't know, falling into a role that I haven't done yet, meeting a new person, creating new connections, seeing parts of the world that I haven't seen yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Those are the beautiful things in life. Everything that you're saying. Absolutely. Absolutely. And then I know you have like a busy lifestyle, like we said, when you're filming, doing all of these
Yeah.
things. Are you a person that likes to keep busy more so, or do you kind of like when you have time, like that chill lifestyle? Are you more
I
what's
like when I like when I like when I have my rest time and I feel like I deserved it. And then I like to go back to work when I feel like I miss it.
yes.
you know but of course, if you're busy for a long time, like now I've been busy for a while, and whenever and I'm gonna have a little break, and in that break I'm definitely gonna enjoy it, but it's also strange, you know, you let go of so many things,
Yes.
you are so in the projects that you're working on that when they leave, it's like the end of a relationship. You have to deal
Yes.
with it, you know, and then open up again for something else. So it's
Yes.
yeah, it's a constant
I
change.
don't know. Yeah, and I don't know if you're allowed to say this, but you just mentioned the word relationship. I feel like a lot of people would like to know, are you single? Are you not? Is this
I
something that
like
will be, is
I
this
like
undisclosed information?
I like to keep that part of my life to myself.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That's why I asked. That's why I asked.
Yeah,
Well,
fair.
we do love a good love story, though. I mean, not
Yes,
gonna
of
lie,
course.
not gonna
Love a
lie.
good love
Are you all
story.
right? We can ask you this: are you a hopeless romantic? Are you that type of person? Are you that Italian suave type? No. Are you what type of?
I think I am. I think for as much as I think I would like to be more of a grounded person, I am. You know, like every time I watch a rom-com, I cry. So I'm drawn to that.
Yes.
Very drawn to it. Yeah, for sure.
Yes. And then I
Yeah.
didn't ask you because this is just typical, of course, but I'm saying for you, me and Tuscany, like we said, what was it like working with like Reggae and then Halle, like just the whole cast, like we said? I mean, it looked
It was
amazing. You just
lovely.
tell us.
It was absolutely lovely. Everybody just brought such a wonderful energy on set and outside. You know, I've made friends that I think are going to be friends for life. You know, Marco Calvani, who plays Lorenzo, became just a brother. Heli, just she has the most beautiful soul. You know, she walks flowers bloom. She's really like a like a Disney princess. Truly,
Yes.
like she's amazing. And Reggae is such a focused, hardworking, beautiful man. So everything just came together, and there was all the parts worked perfectly. Kat is an incredible director. I hope to work with her again someday. So yeah, you know, everybody just brought their A game, and they were just lovely people to be around, and that's such a
Yes.
gift.
That's, I know we love the film, absolutely. And then one last question before we wrap it up for you.
Yeah.
Like we said, so all of these films, do you have, I'm sure they're like good memories for you, but do you ever have like, as they say, like not FOMO of filming? Like, do you look back and like miss it? Like all of these things, like,
Yes, of
even with the cast,
course.
like me and Tuscany, because it's current right now for you. Like I'm saying, do you look back and like, oh, I missed the days of filming. I missed the cast. Like,
Yes, of course. Like I said, it's every time it's a little bit like ending a relationship. So you do, you know, you drift back sometimes. We just had our premiere in New York, and it was the moment where everybody just reconnected. I hadn't seen Marco since we finished rep when we wrapped in August, and you know, I missed him, and I missed those days where we were in a little town in the middle of nowhere in Tuscany, and we would go to set, and then after work we would just go to the square and have a spritz and talk about life and talk about everything. And, you know, with the sun going down, it was just
yes,
magical. I miss, yeah, you know, it
that
was
is
beautiful.
magical.
It's nice to reminisce. Yeah.
Yes, it is. You're even
Yeah.
telling me again, and I'm getting all like, oh, that's so nice. So nice. Well,
Yes.
thank you again so much. Good luck on
Thank
all of your
you.
future projects. And
Oh,
then You,
that's
Me, and Tuscany, like we said, which was an amazing film, and everybody needs to go see it if they haven't. And even if you have seen it, like us, we're going to go see it again. So
amazing. Thank you so much. This was great. Thank you.
thank you. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.